What's going on, guys? Parker here, and I am back with another video. And today I got my top 5 NBA player props for the day. And before I get into this video, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel down below and give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below, as all 3 of those things really help me out a ton and helps push this content out to more and more people each and every single day. I really would appreciate, guys, and when you guys do those things, it really helps motivate me and keeps me motivated to keep pushing more content out for you guys every single day. But before we get into today's video, guys, I want to talk a little bit about Sleeper, because Sleeper is running a free Shai Gilgeous-Alexander prop promo for new users, first-time depositors. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander slashed from 31.5 points to 0.5 points, guys. So go ahead and take advantage of that and get an 100% match on your first deposit on Sleeper when you use code FF23. The code is FF23 for that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander free square and the 100% match on your first deposit. So go ahead and use code FF23. The link to Sleeper will be down below in the description. It'll be the second link down below in the description. So I really would appreciate that as well, because it really helps me out a ton. And overall, it's just free money for you guys, and Sleeper has the best value of all the DFS apps every single day. So make sure to sign up for Sleeper and take advantage of that. And then also, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. So yesterday I was on a stream on the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube channel. So I was on a stream and I talked a little bit about the Optimizer. The Optimizer is a really cool tool that shows you the best value every single day. So as you can see here right now, Jared Goff over 16.5 fantasy score. This play has a 54.95% chance to hit. This line is at 20.4 on Fanduel is what they're expected to be at, and 21.7 on BetMGM. You're going to want to take the over at 16.5. It's really good value there, as you can see. And what the Optimizer is going to do is it's going to show you discrepancies between sportsbooks and between PrizePicks. So overall, it's going to give you the best value possible every single day. It's going to give you the best mathematical edge for you to be profitable every single day. And there's really nothing like it. So you want to take advantage of the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer today. And then you also could take advantage of their other tools, like the correlation tool, which is my favorite tool on the Optimizer, or on the Daily Grind Fantasy app and or website. It's an app and website. But as you can see, it's got correlated slips here on PrizePicks, Underdog, Fanduel, everything, or not on Fanduel, PrizePicks, Underdog, Sleeper, stuff like that. And I'm not going to share with you guys what these slips are, because you guys got to sign up to find out. But if you guys do sign up, you can get 25% off your first month on the Optimizer with the link down below in the description when you use code FIELDSFOCUS. So that's code FIELDSFOCUS, capital F on both Fields and Focus. And the Optimizer is a really cool tool, guys. Make sure to take advantage of that and get the mathematical edge when sports betting every single day. But without further ado, guys, now let's get right into these plays. So first off, I got Jalen Duren over 26.5 points plus rebounds versus the Hornets. He's over this line with 31 points plus rebounds in his first matchup versus the Hornets this season. The Hornets allow the 3rd most points per game in the NBA to centers this season. Hornets allow the 2nd most rebounds per game in the NBA to centers this season. And the Hornets allow the 2nd highest field goal percentage in the NBA to centers this season. Overall, ideal matchup here for Duren. He's already gone over this line once versus the Hornets. He's got a really good matchup as this team struggles drastically versus the center position. Duren's a masterful, dominant rebounder, and he's dominant inside. Game versus 2 of the worst defenses in the NBA as well. So this game will be very fast-paced with tons of opportunity. I love this line. So Jalen Duren over 26.5 points plus rebounds versus the Hornets is my first play of the day. Next up, I got Chet Holmgren over 23.5 points plus rebounds versus the Spurs. Last 5 bettors are going to hate this bet. He's under this line in his last 5 games, under in each game. He's due for a good game. He's due to be consistent for a good game tonight, as he's been consistent all season long and been a really good player all season long. He's just in a little rough stretch right now. Spurs have allowed the 2nd most points per game in the NBA to centers this season. Spurs have allowed the 3rd most rebounds per game in the NBA to centers this season. This is an ideal, perfect matchup for Chet. This is a game where he should be able to get busy and have a good performance. So Chet Holmgren over 23.5 points plus rebounds versus the Spurs is my second play of the day. Sorry. Next up, I got Victor Wembanyama. Over 9.5 rebounds versus the Thunder. He's over this line with 14 rebounds in his first game versus the Thunder this season. This line is minus 135 odds across the books, so the optimizer does like this play as well, as you can see here. Go to Victor. We'll type in Victor here. And as you guys can see here, the optimizer does like the over on his rebounds here. Minus 120, minus 135 across all the books. Thunder allow the 5th most rebounds per game in the NBA to centers this season. And Wemby versus Chet, Wemby will be motivated to perform. This is a big game in terms of the Rookie of the Year debate. Same for Chet there. They're both going to want to play well against each other, and I think they both do. I think Wemby snags the boards tonight. I think Chet has an overall good game. So Victor Wembanyama, over 9.5 rebounds versus the Thunder, is my third play of the day. Next up, I got LaMelo Ball. Over 42.5 PRA versus the Pistons. Minus 140 or more odds across the books. Pistons allow the most points per game in the NBA to point guards this season. Pistons allow the 6th most assists per game in the NBA to point guards this season. No Terry Rozier anymore. There will be tons of volume for LaMelo. So no Terry Rozier tonight. This is a game where LaMelo can get busy early and often and have a really good performance. And I think he will have a really good performance tonight. Great matchup for LaMelo. Overall, what more can you ask from LaMelo tonight? He's facing off against the worst team in the NBA, the worst defense in the NBA, the worst defense versus point guards. LaMelo should be able to have a huge game, especially with the Terry Rozier trade happening. So LaMelo is by far the number one option now. So LaMelo Ball, over 42.5 PRA versus the Pistons, is my fourth play of the day. Next up, for my fifth and final play, I got Karl Anthony Towns, Big Cat, over 32.5 points plus rebounds versus the Wizards. Cat's coming off a career game, likely will keep his hot streak going tonight. Wizards allow the 10th most rebounds per game in the NBA to power forwards this season. Wizards allow the 4th most rebounds per game in the NBA to power forwards. That meant to be points per game there on the Wizards allow the most for the first one. Averaging 26.9 points per game and 11 rebounds per game in his 13 games versus the Wizards in his career. And he's over this line in 9 of his last 10 versus the Wizards. Ideal matchup for Cat tonight, facing off a team that's horrible versus power forwards, and Cat has owned in his entire career, he has owned them. So I really love this line. So those were my top 5 NBA player props for the day. If you did enjoy this video and you do want to see more from me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment on the channel down below, on this video down below, because it really helps me out a ton and helps motivate me for more and more content for you guys to push out the best content possible. Also, make sure to sign up for Sleeper today and get this free Shai Gilgeous-Alexander slip or prop, as well as an 100% match on your first deposit, guys. When you use code FF23 on Sleeper, it will be the second link down below in the description. But without further ado, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.